Well, here we are, day 2 after the surgery. The surgery was interesting. I got endoscopic cubital tunnel release surgery, which was for my elbow, because apparently that was one of the things that was causing problems. Plus, she did something with the tendons in my fingers. So I get this bandage off as soon as it stops being limp, because right now it's like, thing weighs a ton. You'd be amazed how much that weighs. Can't wiggle my fingers, although it feels like I can, but I can't. The surgeon said that the surgery went very well. The dressings come off in 2 to 3 days. They're saying 3, which is great. No worries there. So they'll come off and I'll wear bandages where the surgical sites were. The good news about this was the recovery period is pretty quick. I should hopefully begin to be able to play the ukulele in maybe about 2 weeks. And then in 2 to 3 weeks, I get this elbow done, my right elbow. The people at Crystal Clinic Surgery Center were wonderful. Darlene was my first nurse. She was great, and I can remember her name, Darlene. I hate it when I have surgery and these nurses are so awesome and I can never remember their names, but for some reason I can remember Darlene's name because I had a friend in high school whose birthday is the same day as mine, and her name is Darlene. So here we go, and right now I'm not on any kind of painkillers or anything like that. This hasn't worn off. But now the minute that it starts wearing off, I'm going to be on those painkillers for maybe a couple days, and that would be it. And then I'll go over to Tylenol. So it is called a endoscopic cubital tunnel release surgery. The other story about this surgery was, okay, I'll try and whip through this really quick. Call up my primary care doctor in late December, and I said, man, my 2 middle fingers that I had dislocated a number of years ago, and I said, they're really hurting me. She says, I'm sending you to a hand person. I went, oh. And she just gave me some Celebrex or something that's probably a little arthritic. So I went to this lovely hand doctor whose name is Molly Manley. Very nice lady. She said, well, I want to do a nerve conduction test on you. The 2 joints of mine that are really bad on my left hand, eventually they may put these kind of artificial plastic tendon like replacers in there. Interesting surgery. I'm hoping that doesn't have to happen, but you never know. At least the technology's there. So she sent me to the nerve conduction guy, and the nerve conduction guy says, he zaps me. And if you've ever don't ever look at those nerve conduction tools that he actually uses, because it looks exactly like a cattle prod. I kid you not. It's about that long and about that thick. And I've seen cattle prods, and I'm like, oh my God. So he zaps me and he says, well, the good news is you don't have carpal tunnel syndrome in your right hand, so you're not going to need carpal tunnel surgery. I went, yay! Then he goes, you don't need carpal tunnel surgery in your left hand. I went, yay! So they send me up to the doctor, and the doctor said, I was looking over your scans and you need elbow surgery. To be precise, which is cubital tunnel release surgery. And then she said, on both elbows. And I went, what? Ah! I said, and she said, yeah, and you need it pretty soon. I went, okay. It would not have surprised me that if it were my right elbow, because I did fall in 1998 and I chipped my elbow, and I actually had that chip removed eventually in 2000 something or other. So I've always had a little bit of trouble with this right elbow, but the left one I went, okay, I'd be back on my bike. So that's all I care. And I don't want to be back on my bike in July. I want to be back on it in April or May. And she said, that is completely within the realm of possibility. Also, I'm left-handed. This is my left hand, dominant hand. Plus, of course, as you know, I play the ukulele. Ew, okie dokie. So I sat down and they said, so we're going to make those appointments for you. And it was just like express lane. And I had to actually call her secretary back and say, and exactly what is the name of this surgery? Okie dokie. Thank you. I'll look that one up. So for a little bit, I'm not going to be playing the ukulele. Can sing still, but I don't know if you want to hear just singing as opposed to me playing the ukulele and singing. So thank you very much for watching. Do watch a whole bunch of my other videos. I love it when you do. I love your comments, and I love those thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe, which I think is down there, and ring the notification bell. Thanks.